everyone, ExxotikGaming here, back with another brand new Pixel Gun 3D weapon review. Today's review is on another one of the brand new weapons released in the new 11.4.0 Valentine's Day and Lunar New Year updates, the Casanova. This is the ultimate primary weapon. It's just so cool. Today's video will be an in-depth look at this exceptional primary gun in all of its glory. So, if you guys are excited for this video, I'd appreciate it a ton if you took 2 seconds and left a like down below. Here's the thing. If enough people leave a like on this video, I may just upload another Pixel Gun weapon review later today. So, leave a like if you want more Pixel Gun content. Also, comment down below which weapon you'd like to see me review next, because whatever weapon gets the most amount of comments will be the one that I'm reviewing next in the next video, hopefully later today. So yeah, we're ready. I'm hyped, and hopefully you guys are too. So, let's jump right into this review. First off, going into the armory section and looking at the design of the Casanova, it looks like an absolute beast of a gun. Now, pink isn't my favorite color, but I think it looks great on a gun. I remember playing Blockade 3D several months ago, and I always saw players using a pink-skinned gun, and I thought it looked very, very cool, so this is the same scenario. This weapon has a grade of Legendary, which I do suspect will change very soon. I think this will become common or uncommon because this does seem like it is one of the most popular weapons in this most recent update. This weapon has an efficiency of 24, which does put it in the top 4 weapons in terms of efficiency in Pixel Gun 3D in the primary section, and I think this is a programming error, but Really Soft gives this weapon a firing rate of 100. After you see this video, you'll see it's probably more like a 96, so Really Soft, please fix that in the next updates. This weapon also has a 40 capacity, a 120 mobility, it's silenced, and it even has a 4x zoom like many of the other weapons in the primary section. So with that being said, guys, let's go jump right into a medium ranged map right here, and you guys will see just how well this weapon takes out enemy players. It's actually mind-boggling how good of gameplay you can get when using this weapon. Now, I do want to warn you guys, I am a pretty low league level, so I do encounter a lot of people that are lower level in Pixel Gun 3D, but even regardless that, despite all of that, the gameplay that you will get using this with some of the lower level players is still the same as you would get with some of the higher level players in Pixel Gun 3D. The gameplay that you will see in this video is very similar to the gameplay I will get using this weapon with my Android device, and I encounter pretty much all level 31 players using my Android device. Monster kills are a very common occurrence when you're using this gun, more so than many of the other weapons in the primary section in Pixel Gun 3D, and that's why I would say this is one of the most powerful primary weapons currently available in Pixel Gun 3D. It is absolutely fantastic. I love it so much, and it's one of my favorite weapons from this update. Out of all the weapons from this most recent update, I'd say you should definitely consider getting this one over many of the other ones that are there. Now, it isn't my absolute favorite one from this update. I'd have to say that that probably would be the Romeo and the Juliet, but it still is a very, very good gun, and I even got a Fury kill streak right here at the very beginning here. Now, the only big problem I have with this is the fact that it actually kind of runs out of ammo pretty fast, but then again, if you do encounter some people in a closer ranged map, you're going to be dying a lot of times anyways, so you're probably not going to really have to worry about that all that much. Although, if you do encounter people when you do run out of ammo, I mean, you can always just die. You don't really have any penalty from that, so just end up getting killed by somebody else, and, well, problem solved. I mean, as you guys can see, I am literally destroying everybody in this server very, very easily, and that's just the common occurrence when you are using this weapon. Very, very good gun, and I have very few complaints about this gun. It's odd because whenever I'm really doing a weapon review, I usually get to go talk about the things that I do not like about the weapon for several minutes, but this is one of those rare occurrences where that's really not the case. When I'm using this weapon, I have really, like, nothing I can complain about. It's really only good stuff. I really have only good things I can say about this gun, and that's why I would highly recommend getting this weapon. Out of the weapons in this update, this is definitely one of the first ones you should consider. Out of the melee weapons, I mean, there are other melee weapons kind of similar to it, so they're not an absolute necessity. They're very, very good. They are some of the best melee weapons out there, but this one is probably one of the best primary weapons in Pixel Gun 3D. And if you like the primary section of Pixel Gun 3D, well, you're gonna like this weapon. If you like just the standard submachine guns like this thing, if you like using weapons like the Marksman, the Secret Forces rifle, the Hellraiser, other guns like that, you are going to be in love with this gun because it's very similar to those ones, except a little bit more powerful. I want to do an actual comparison between this one and some of the other weapons in this section of Pixel Gun 3D because I feel like this could arguably be, like I said, one of the best ones in Pixel Gun 3D in the primary section. Maybe one of the best guns overall. I mean, the only thing that I'm just surprised about when I'm using this gun is the fact that it doesn't really look like it would be as powerful as it is. I mean, as you guys can see, it looks very small. It looks like it would be a backup weapon, but if this thing was a backup weapon, it would be the most overpowered secondary thing you could ever find in Pixel Gun 3D. I mean, think about it. This thing is more powerful than pretty much every other primary weapon in Pixel Gun 3D, and if you were using this weapon as a backup weapon, then just, it would be absolutely ridiculous. So I'm happy they did put this as a primary weapon. I think it would be absurd if they did make it a backup weapon, but you know, it could, since it is I think a submachine gun. I don't know what this thing is in real life, but if anybody can comment down below what this thing is modeled off of in real life, I'd appreciate that, and maybe I'll pin your comments if you do so correctly. Anyways, let's continue on, guys, and amazingly, I'm only about 6 minutes into this video, and I have pretty much nothing else I need to say about this gun. I can go ramble on a little bit more, talk about some other things, but overall, my overall review on this gun is mostly complete. I'd have to say, go right ahead and get this gun, regardless which level you are. I don't care if you're, like, level 5. I'm pretty sure you can't get this at level 5, but if you were at level 5, get this thing. If you are level 31, get this thing. Regardless which level you are in Pixel Gun 3D, it is certainly something you need to get, and it will provide you some of the best gameplay you can get for a primary weapon in Pixel Gun 3D. I love it. I love it. I love it. If I was to rate this weapon between 1 and 10, I'd give this weapon a 9.5 to a 10. Honestly, this thing is fantastic. You're going to get better gameplay with this than pretty much any other primary weapon out there. Now, if you were to compare this against weapons like the Ghost Lantern and stuff like that, obviously you're not going to really be able to take them out. And if you're in Ant's Life and there are a lot of people using the anti-hero rifle, it will be a little difficult to take them out at times, but then again, it still is a fantastic gun, and you can use this weapon a majority of the matches that you're in, and you can still win a lot of the time. Winning is a very common occurrence when using this thing, so hey, if you're watching this and you like winning and you like to use something other than the Ghost Lantern or the prototype, well, this may be something you want to consider. I even like the fact that this weapon is very accurate without scoping. I mean, I feel like that is the most ridiculous thing about this gun. Even if I'm firing at this person way over there, you guys can see how accurate it is without even scoping. As long as that person is within the dot, the center dot of your crosshair, you're almost guaranteed to get that kill against them, and that's just crazy. I mean, I would have figured Really Soft would have at least made it a little inaccurate after holding down the firing button for a while, but I guess that was not on their agenda when they made their gun. I think they wanted to make this one of the best weapons in Pixel Gun 3D. I don't know, maybe the developers have a soft spot for this gun, and they just wanted to make it one of the best primary weapons in Pixel Gun 3D. I love this thing. I personally like this more than the Secret Forces rifle. In terms of the way it looks and in terms of its actual performance. So, I mean, if you're somebody who really likes the Secret Forces rifle, then you're going to probably like this one even more than that one. I like this weapon more than the Hellraiser, so if you're a big Hellraiser fan, then you probably would consider getting this thing because it is everything that the Hellraiser is, except more so. I mean, I like it a lot, guys. I hope I don't sound too biased with this thing. I mean, I'm not biased at all. When I got this thing for my Android a couple of days ago and I started using this thing, I was just like, wow, the gameplay that you get is not something you see with a primary weapon in Pixel Gun 3D. I mean, the kills that you are getting with this thing are kills you would get with the prototype or the anti-hero rifle or the Ghost Lantern or stuff like that, where people would consider them to be overpowered. I don't know if you could consider this weapon to be overpowered. Honestly, I'd say if there is any weapon in the primary section that would be considered overpowered, this may be one of them. But then again, this is still one of those weapons where you have to be accurate. You still have to aim at the enemy players, and overall, you can still get some great gameplay when using this. I'm going to actually leave right now and go into a different match here, guys. I want to show you guys some gameplay in 2 different maps, maybe into Paradise Resort, maybe North Pole or something like that. I don't really know. It all depends on which one appears in our list. There's one in Paradise Resort with 8 out of 10 players. Let's go into this one, and for the next couple of minutes, I don't really have much else I need to say about this gun. The design is great. The only thing I could say to really to maybe make it look a little bit cooler is just the way that it looks in your actual first-person mode, the way that I'm using it right now. I just feel like it's too hidden almost. Out of the weapons in Pixel Gun, you look at the Elf's Revenge here, and you see with this weapon, I mean, you can see it pretty easily. Then you see the love spell very nicely on your screen, but with the other one, it's almost hidden. I don't know. It's not really hidden, but it's really small, and I think the size is a little bit inaccurate with this weapon. It's kind of like with the pencil thrower. Whenever you see your person using the pencil thrower in your armory, it's just ridiculously large compared to every other weapon in Pixel Gun 3D. I feel like that's the same with this weapon. Here's an adamant armored player right there, and I mean, as you guys can see, very, very easily taking them out. It's great. I really like this weapon a lot. If I can encounter that adamant armored player a little bit more, I'll show you guys. And I don't know. I really have very few negative things I can say about this gun. I'm not entirely sure what these people are exactly doing. Now, if you encounter the Smart Bullet Bazooka, it might be a little difficult. Just keep that in mind. But even still, I mean, as you guys can see, kills are pretty easy to get, even against the Smart Bullet Bazooka users in Pixel Gun 3D. And that's something you're not going to hear every day. Hearing somebody talk about a gun and say, it's easy to take out Smart Bullet Bazooka users. Because, I mean, like, think about it. You're going up against one of the most ridiculous weapons in Pixel Gun 3D, and it's easy to take them out. It's like, just, I'm mind blown when I get to hear something like that, and when I get to see something like that. It's great, because we all know the Smart Bullet Bazooka is one of the most ridiculous weapons in Pixel Gun 3D, and I mean, it's great. I love this gun, guys. Seriously, I'm going to be using this a lot off camera, so if you do see me in matches, expect to see me a lot using this thing. It's just, it's great, and I've actually just run out of ammo and died. I don't know what kill streak I just got there. That was a really good kill streak. I got well past Fury, so I mean, you can actually get that when you're using this weapon, and that's like freaking amazing. So yeah, guys, I mean, I don't really have much else I need to say about this weapon here. Just gonna do a couple more minutes of just random gameplay with this weapon here. Just wanted to show you guys some really good gameplay. I know it's been a while since I've been able to get like the monster kills pretty regularly with a weapon review, so hopefully you guys enjoyed this. If you guys did enjoy the gameplay, you thought I did really, really well in this server, then I'd appreciate it a lot if you left a like. It means a lot, like I said, and if you leave enough likes on this video, then I will be doing another weapon review very, very soon later today. Now, I'm going to be posting this one in the Red Crucible Firestorm video. That's what I originally planned on doing, but, you know, I have some time, so yeah, if I can do another review, it'll probably be whatever, I guess, you guys comment the most. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing your guys' comments, looking forward to the next review, and it'll be pretty freaking awesome. Just destroying adamant armored players while we're at it. No problem whatsoever, getting kills left and right. I mean, this guy is really lagging up a storm, so that was a little odd. It was a little bit easier than your average kill, but definitely keep this weapon in medium range, guys, and you will get the gameplay that you see in this video pretty regularly. So, I mean, yeah, nothing I need to say anything more, guys. Days Tornado doesn't really stand a chance against the mighty Casanova. Just, I mean, if you think about it, even the name Casanova sounds really, really cool. I mean, I don't know about you guys, but I think it is one of the cooler sounding weapons in Pixel Gun 3D. I mean, it is, I think Casanova isn't it new house in Pixel, or in Spanish? I'm not entirely sure. I think that means new house in Spanish, which doesn't really make much sense, but I mean, then again, it sounds cool. So whatever, it is what it is. I don't really care. Anyways, yeah, guys, if you guys want to get this weapon, I'd say definitely save up the 205 gems that are necessary in order to get it, because you will get as good of gameplay as I am getting in this video. Usually. See, there are going to be times when you're in Silent School and you're encountering a Ghost Lantern user every 3 seconds, and then, yeah, you're not going to get as great of gameplay as this, but if you keep this thing in medium range, yeah, you're going to get fantastic gameplay using this weapon. This is the new Hellraiser. This is the new Secret Forces rifle. This is the new, whatever the most powerful primary weapon is in Pixel Gun 3D. So, yeah, thank you all for watching. If you guys did enjoy this video, make sure to leave a like, make sure to comment down below like I said before. Make sure to go check out some of my other Pixel Gun videos. I did another weapon review yesterday, and you guys might want to go check that out. I did a review on the brand new, what was the weapon that I just reviewed? I used the, what's it called? The laser spear. I used that weapon, and I got some great gameplay using that weapon, so you might want to go check that out. I'll link it down below in the description for easy access, but yeah, that's pretty much it. So thank you all for watching, and let's go get one, or let's just go until we die here. I don't really know. I'm going to be able to get a pretty decent kill streak, hopefully, unless this guy is a little bit of a nuisance, and then in that case, he might be able to take me out Nope, never mind. He's using the freaking smart bullet bazooka. Easy. Easy kills left and right, guys. Not even a difficult time. This laser crossbow does not stand a chance. Actually, it probably could in a longer range map, but yeah, Paradise Resort, not the ultimate map for that. So there we go. Yeah, I died from the smart bullet bazooka again. So yeah, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all in the next episode.